Okay, look at this. So proactive, so amazing. Great. Three, two, one. Arushi, the spotlight is on you.
Okay, I thought Sonika was going to start, right? I started at 5.
Sorry. Sorry. Sonika, the spotlight is on you.
A wonderful evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the 50th session of Leaders Are Leaders Book Club. It is an initiation by South Delhi Toastmasters. I am today's host and your host, Sonika. I am a fitness enthusiast. I'm working as an estimator, and I'm currently serving as the club president of South Delhi Toastmasters. Apart from that, I'm running a fitness challenge of 26 weeks in which I give challenge of one yogasan every week. I um, I recently started the reading. I recently started my readings, and after reading few books, I got to know how empowered we feel after reading. I really got to know the importance of reading after reading few books. And today we have come so far that we are celebrating the 50th session of Leaders Are Readers Book Club. Last year, this was started by our past president, Toastmaster Paramjot. It was his idea. He's a fan of Simon Sinek. And, and we started this, that start with why. This is a book written by Simon Sinek. And Toastmaster Rahul Sharma and Toastmaster Abu took it forward. And we all know that how Toastmaster Abu is famous among all the people who are in Leaders Are Leaders group. Everyone knows him. And they have contributed a lot. So see how far we have come. 50th session. And I'm super excited for it. Today's session, 50th session, we have someone. And when I read her introduction, I really found it quite interesting. So let me decide that. Her love for mornings, stems from her name, which means the first ray of sun. Can you guess the name? First ray of sun. Always up for an adventure and trying out new places, food, and experiences. She's an interesting person, I can say. When you don't find her attending South Delhi Toastmasters meeting and book club meetings, she's spending time with her 200 plants. Can you imagine 200 plants? And is binge reading about mindfulness and spirituality. She recently quit her successful corporate finance job, and went for 10-day meditation course where she observed 10 days no phone. Wow. No phone access and noble silence. Since she recently dabbled with digital detox, she is here to talk about her experience in today's session. But before calling her on virtual stage, let me state the agenda of the meeting. First, we will have the keynote session by none other than, can you guess the name? The first ray of sun? Still not? Okay, so she is Arushi
Arushi.
Kapoor. And after that, we will have a question answer session in which you will be given chance to ask questions from our keynote speaker, Arushi Kapoor. Then we will have book review session. And after that, we will have audience participation round. Yes. So without, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonika, for that beautiful introduction. And what a way to start the 50th meeting of the Leaders Are Readers Book Club. Okay, can I request each one of you to please come on video? I see there's still some people who've not switched on their video, and I'd really request you guys to switch on your videos. Okay, awesome. Now that I have everybody's attention, guys, can you all pick up your phone? Can you put it on silent mode and airplane mode? Yeah? Okay. Perfect way to start the digital detox session. Okay, I hope all of you put it on silent airplane mode. If you don't have your phone next to you, even better. So now that your phone is on silent, please take a deep breath. Put a big smile on your face. And I welcome you to this buzz-free world for the next 1 hour. Now that I have your attention, let me tell you how being a digital zombie can affect your entry to heaven. Okay, so there is a man. He lives a very virtuous life, very disciplined life. That man dies, goes to the heaven gate, and he's denied entry to heaven. The man is very surprised. He lived a very virtuous, very disciplined, didn't have any bad habits. He expected to be given a straight entry to heaven. And there he was at the heaven gate being denied entry. This man calls for the caretaker of heaven and demands an explanation as to why he's not being given an entry. So he explains that he's not killed anyone, he's not eaten non-vegetarian food, never taken intoxicants, has always led a disciplined life, right? And so he's explained and he's told, you, my sir, have killed many people digitally by playing those games, and now you'll have to pay the karmic debt for that. Okay, I don't expect you all to stop playing digital games, but this was just to draw your attention to the fact that digital platforms can harm you more than you think, because the harm is done subconsciously. Okay. Now, I will just take you back 2 months ago into my daily routine, what my daily routine would entail, and how I would go on living each day of my life on over and over and over again. First thing, alarm goes off in the morning. I snooze my alarm. I look forward to that 10 minutes of additional sleep. Then I snooze again and I really struggle to get up. I give in after a lot of snoozes and wake up when I think of the long day ahead and the gazillion chores that are waiting to be done. What I do next? I pick up my phone. I check my work emails. I'm still on bed, but I check my emails. After checking my work emails and responding to the few emails, I go on to my personal emails. I then read my personal emails and then I'm reacting to those. Next, I hear my bowel growl, and that's when I know I need to proceed to my throne. So then I go into the washroom, and of course, there is my obvious accomplice, my dear phone. Because I've checked my work emails, I have checked my personal emails, but still I have not checked my social media feed. And so I take my phone, I open Instagram, I check out who's vacationing where, who's gone to Goa, who's vacationing in Maldives, what other people are eating, and one particular place that I'm really fond of, and my friends gone, I start commenting, liking, talking about that place, that food that they are eating. Next, I am done with my social media browsing. I am still sitting on my throne. I open my news app because I want to see what's happening outside in the outside world. And I want to be aware because I want to talk about that to my very knowledgeable friends and share and show how intellectual I am. So that's what I do next. Go to the news app and take on some more information right in the morning. That's how most of us start our days. I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to what I just said because we start our mornings with our phone with a lot of content. But do you know what you just did? Do you understand what you just did? You got up and you put your mind in reactive mode. You got up and you just started reacting. You did not give a chance to your brain to think, not even for a second. So as soon as you opened your phone, you started reacting, you started responding to your work emails, you started responding to the social media feed, you started commenting, you started liking. Not even for a second you thought about it. So what I am telling you is instead of reactive mode, you should actually be waking up to a thinking mode. Okay. All right. Shraddha, I have a question for you. When do you feel the need to lose weight?
When I've gained weight.
Yes, bang on. When you have gained weight, so you see on your body, you feel that you've gained weight. So you get to that process of losing weight. When do you feel you should start eating healthy? When your body signals you're eating unhealthy food, you'll start feeling bloated, you'll start getting acidity, and that's when you know you need to start eating healthy. What is happening? You're becoming aware. You're becoming aware of your body. Your body is asking you, one, when you've gained weight, to lose that weight. Second, when you're eating unhealthy, your body is showing signs. You start eating healthier. What you're doing is becoming aware that you need to act on something. In a similar process, I'm going to explain how, a step-by-step process of how I approached the digital clutter, the digital overload that I thought I needed and I had in my life. And I really needed to break that because it was affecting my time, my mindfulness, my attention span, and attention to detail. So the first step is actually to be aware of your addiction, aware of your compulsive need to check your phone. You should be aware that you actually have digital clutter, which we subconsciously ignore because it has been normalized. Everybody else is doing it. It's okay. It's normal. Our daily lives have become about this. We will talk about, oh, which Netflix show are you watching? Right? Then you will talk about that Instagram story, that Instagram page, that YouTube channel. It's ingrained. Subconsciously, you don't even know that there is digital clutter, that you're overwhelmed with digitization, your screen time. It is overloaded and it has become the new normal, just like work from home became a new normal in COVID. And so I realized that I have a compulsive need to check my phone. Instant gratification I used to get from checking that Instagram post that I did and how many people have liked it. Every 5 minutes, I would open and see how many people have liked my post. One day I realized that this has to stop. I became aware of my addiction, my compulsive need to check my phone. I realized that I had difficulty concentrating on my work, and the multitasking I was doing between work, social media was actually doing me more harm than good. The second step I realized in this process is that I need to do something to break this pattern. So, and this is, of course, very individual for me, and it doesn't mean that it applies to everybody. But for me, I started with trying a lot of self help books, tried a lot of motivational quotes, and I thought that this would help in bringing about a good routine and I will be able to schedule less screen time. I am not taking away any credibility from self help books, but you also have to agree that you need to find something that actually works for you. And that is when I came across this 10-day meditation course, where apart from other features and benefits that it got me, one important part of the course was that there will be no access to phone for 10 days. And at that moment, I realized that this is something I personally need to break this pattern. And I underwent that 10-day course without access to my phone. The first 7 days, I had no difficulty in noble silence, not talking to anybody and being away from my phone. But on day 8 and 9, I did feel the need to get connected. I did feel the need to check my social media feed. But I think this whole process of not doing it for 10 days and somebody actually putting a restriction on you helped me reduce my screen time. And I will talk about it, how I was able to do it. So now that I realize that this is something that the pattern needs to be break, step three is actually not only thinking and finding how you can break the pattern, but step three is to actually break the pattern. And so I finally decided to take the plunge, enrolled for this course, underwent it towards end of February. It is very fresh in my head. I had no access to my phone. I was on noble silence. I meditated for 11 hours in a day and woke up at 4 a.m. each morning. Step four is actually using that time that you have invested for 10 days. It is not easy to take a break from your usual life, invest 10 days somewhere, and not take any benefits out of it. So the next step is actually to incorporate the changes in your life. And I am now going to talk about a few things which I was actually able to incorporate in my everyday life. I understand that the atmosphere there is very different. The vibrations are very positive since it is very structured, it is very disciplined, but you also have to agree it is very different from your everyday practical life, wherein you need to get up, you need to multitask, you need to get your work done, and we actually put on many hats and we need to fulfill each one of that. So hence I am not going to use big words and big changes that I made, but very small changes that I actually made after this meditation. And I feel if I can bring about those changes, then each one of us can do that much in our everyday practical lives. Now that I get up every day in the morning, I do not check my phone first thing in the morning. I go to the washroom without my phone and actually plan my day. I think what I need to get done today, and then I actually plan my day of how I want to get it done. Once I freshen up, the next step is to meditate for 1 hour. And I realized that in my meditation, one of the reasons for not for observing noble silence was that you don't get new thoughts after talking to your fellow meditators. And I realized if you do that first thing in the morning without checking any social media feed or any news or any email, your meditation is actually very good because you don't have any new thoughts in your head and you can actually meditate really well. So that obviously was the first step after going to the washroom without taking my phone. So that I was able to incorporate. The next thing that I did was I turned off all notifications from my social media accounts. So I was not coaxed to open the notifications as soon as I got one. Now I was the boss. I was not servant to those notifications. I opened my apps when I felt the need to and the time I designated for opening those apps. Next change that I bought was emails. There is an option after each email, and I'm talking about personal emails and not work emails. There is an option to unsubscribe. We subscribe to so many things, and when we open our email box, there every given day we have 50 to 100 emails, and I realized I don't need to read them, but all they are is digital clutter. And I don't need to read those promotional offers because I'm actually not using them. I unsubscribed to all those emails because I didn't feel that I needed to read all of that. Next very important thing I did was being present in the moment. I know many of us have working lunches. We binge watch a show while eating. What I incorporated was, of course, I cannot take away my phone from 24 hours, but I designated few hours in a day where there were no screens, no phones, no televisions, no laptops. I did not take my phone to the washroom. I did not use any screen after my course while eating my food. And these are the few changes that I brought about in my life after my course, which has really helped me to reduce my screen time, actually detox a little, use those apps a little less. I've also started doing things which are more important, going out for walks, talking to near and dear ones, just picking up some hobby, and just taking each day as it comes and finding new things to do because I have more time to actually do them. In the end, I'll just leave you with some thought provoking facts about social media on our lives. On an average, a millennial checks their phone 150 times in a day. Spending more than 3 hours on social media per day puts adolescents at a higher risk of mental health problems and depression. Excessive usage of social media before sleeping can cause poor sleep quality due to less production of melatonin, which actually helps to facilitate sleep because your body is tricked into thinking that you're not ready to sleep because of the light that comes on at night when you're checking your phone. So with that, I'd like to close the session. And if you guys have any questions, I will be happy to answer those.
Wow, thank you so much, Arushi. Can we have a huge round of applause for Arushi Kapoor for this insightful session? Really. And you just, answered that thing why I could not uh, sleep last night, because while sleeping, while I was in bed, I was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you just gave one answer to me, and there are a lot of people, I'm sure, okay, who wants to ask you something. So may I request Somit Andra? Yeah, please unmute yourself. Yes. What's your question?
Hi Arushi, thank you Sonika. Hi Arushi.
Hi, Sumit.
So even I was having trouble with my phone actually because of this social media and WhatsApp and everything. So I read a book called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. So there I followed this cool thing called creative procrastination, where I try to procrastinate myself to not to use the phone. So I did that for 1 hour, 2 hour. So after what happened, in 1 2 hours, I might be using around 15 minutes of the phone. But after that, I tend to use it for more long hours. So it has like counterproductive. So what can I change to this sort of thing so that I minimize my time much more?
Right,
Could you?
Sumit. Great question. I think, while I was preparing for this session, I was actually going through Jay Shetty's interview about the same thing. And he said when he was a monk for 3 years, after which he resumed normal householder life. And he said that as a monk, he gave up sugar for 3 years. And when he got back, the first thing he did when he got up was overload on sugar, right? So he said, and that's not right. What you need to do is uh, any change that you're trying to bring, you can't do it, at the drop of the hat. And, like if you're trying to eat non-veg, I'm not going to eat non-veg from tomorrow. So it's a gradual process that you have to undertake. And it's also about training your mind. Like I said, when you need to break the pattern, you have to realize, do you need something drastic for yourself? Or you can, like you said, use a self help book and try and incorporate that change. So for me, I knew that I am really addicted and I need something extreme to break the pattern. So you have to understand what really works for you, and accordingly, you have to work on it. I hope that helped.
Thank you, Arushi. So anyone else wants to ask question from Arushi? Yeah, please unmute yourself. Okay, Arushi, then I would like to ask you a question.
Yeah, Sangha.
Actually, we got to know that it is important to change the pattern.
Yeah.
So, but we know that yes, we need to change the pattern, but I really find it very difficult to change it, because there are few things, we have become the puppet of. For example, if I have work, I have to work the given hours that and after that I have few works that I could not avoid, that I have to do. But yes, we want, but we are not able to do it. So can you suggest few ways, I mean, how to change that mindset, that yes, I still can have the time in which I can skip the screen and all that.
Right. So, Sonika, of course, nowadays we need to use the laptop. We need to be, cognizant of the fact that it has to be very practical with how we live. So, like I said, there is no need, even I understand that you have to work and respond to work emails, but there is a designated time when it can be done. It doesn't have to be done first thing in the morning. So what we can do is actually schedule that time. What we're trying to do is not give up on work. What we're trying to do is social media feeds, right? And when you start your day, say you want to start at 9 a.m., Okay, that is when you should be checking your emails. And it should not be the first thing in the morning, because you get into reactive mode. You have not even thought about how you're going to plan your day. So, what I'm saying is, if you have designated time for each thing, even for checking social media, and not in front of, in between work, but when you end your day and much before sleeping, if you just invest, say, half an hour, 1 hour, that this is the time when I will check my social media feed. That will actually help you to do it. But it's again conditioning of mind, and it cannot be done in one day. It is a gradual process. You have to get there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arushi. So now it's the time for the book review. So she's an amazing person. Let me tell you about her. She is the author of a best-selling book, Playing the Blues. The recently released novel Linger When You Are Gone, as well as the co-author of several anthologies. She is a scientist, a trained classical dancer. Wow, then you are my favorite, and has won over 40 awards at the state and national level of her varied literary activities such as writing and directing plays, storytelling, essay writing, and debates. I can say that her achievements, I can't cover her achievements in this whole meeting. So I have to limit myself here and let me give you the chance to hear her. So let me welcome Chitra Padmana. Over to you.
Hi everyone, this is Chitra, and let me not talk about my achievements today, but let me give you a sneak peek into my recently released novel, Linger When You're Gone. A tale of love, of friendship, of betrayal, of fear, and an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. It's a unique psychological thriller, and I'll tell you why. The world around us is divided into a trillion odors, smells. But what if we had uh, a sense of smell so heightened that we could smell out secrets, that we could know stuff that other people couldn't? For Mirisha Sahai, my female protagonist, this turns out to be her blessing and her bane. She has a medical condition called hyperosmia, or a heightened sense of smell. For years, she has wrapped herself in seclusion to escape the dark memories of her past. But when the mysterious death of a best friend sends her world crashing down, she finds herself in a dangerous quagmire of nostalgia and temptation as terrifying secrets emerge. Then one day, she's suddenly engulfed by his essence. Roy, who she had loved and lost. Roy, who was never supposed to come back. Plunged into cyclic nightmares, Miris will have to navigate the haunted realms of hallucination and reality as help and deception arrive in unexpected forms. Will William and Syra, her friendly neighbors, become the twin rays of sunshine that she craves, or will they be consumed by her darkness? So this month, fear will reign, trust will break. Can Miris stop herself from going insane? I am sure that you would want to tantalize your senses with the aroma of danger, as Linger When You're Gone sets your pulse racing. Fans of psychological fiction from authors like, those are my favorite authors like Paula Hawkins, AJ Finn, Gillian Flynn, and Lisa Gardner will definitely enjoy this. And there's plenty of romance and suspense to keep the fans of authors like Nora Roberts completely hooked. Let us have a look at some of the early reviews that are pouring in. I have them on my phone, and maybe we could read out snippets from this. Namita Das says, "Grip me till the end. This has happened after many, many books that a book made me terrified as well as brought tears to my eyes." Dr. Manjushri says, "A fabulous debut novel with unique central premise which is well researched." Author Saurabh Sen says that it's an excellent book with a cinematographic effect and that it kept him glued to the story till the last page. It is gripping, it is nail-biting action, and some have said that it's a good romantic thriller, that it felt like watching a movie. So do pick up a copy of this novel, and I think it's perfect to get through the week when you're feeling a little low. Maybe it will keep your energy levels high and keep you hooked till the very end. Also, there's a special launch offer going on, as she has introduced, Sonika has introduced already, that my best selling book, Slaying the Blues, is available on Amazon. You will be getting a copy of it free, and also an exclusive soundtrack collection designed for this book, Linger When You're Gone. And trust me, guys, it's so nice. You wouldn't want to miss this. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Abu. Thank you, Arushi, Sonika, and everyone who gave me this opportunity to present details and a sneak peek into this book. And I trust every one of you will enjoy reading this book. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chitra. Please give her a huge round of applause. I am intrigued by your sneak peek, and yes, I'm going to read that. Thank you so much, Chitra. So now it's the time to start the most awaited session, the audience participation round, in which each speaker will be given 2 minutes and directly red card will be shown to the speaker. So please write your names in the chat so that I can pick you up for speaking on a topic that I'll give you. Can I have some names? Oh, Amelia, yes. So Amelia, you are the first. So your question is, if you are stranded on an island and you are given only one time access of 1 hour for these, which one would you pick and why? Instagram or Netflix?
Please repeat.
Yeah. If you're
Please repeat. I could not hear you. Your voice was breaking. Hello.
Amelia, the
I
topic
can,
is
I can, yeah, Abu, I'll just, so the topic is, if you're stranded on an island and you get only 1 hour of access of either one of these, which is Instagram or Netflix, which one would you choose and why?
All right. So I don't think I will ever be stranded on an island because I'll go with someone and I will have enough reasons to stay away from social media, first of all. And if need be, I'll carry a book along with me. And that is something that I have always done. I remember I went to Coorg and there was one day which will never ever get out of my memory. I spent it all alone in the big cottage that we had taken up, and I just read a book and slept in the sun on the sofa outside. So that is amazing thing to do ideally, but just in case it happens, what I would do, I would want to go ahead and connect on Instagram in that 1 hour window, because that will be an opportunity to let people know, see how I've been enjoying, what all fun I've been having. Maybe make them jealous, maybe two, inspire and motivate them, and three, maybe let them know that there are things that I do other than what usually they see me doing around. So it will be a great time to spend on Instagram and connect with people, and also probably go live and tell them and show them that whatever is happening around. So I would have better option of, or better reasons to join Instagram for that 1 hour window. However, I still go back to my thought. I'll have my book. I'll not connect with social media at all. That book will be my best buddy, and I will be going with someone, so I will spend time with that person, of course. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Amelia. Thank you. So the next is Taiba. Can we have you, Taiba?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your question is, the scent of one thing that reminds you of childhood memories. You need to tell the scent of one thing that reminds you of childhood memories.
Wow. Thank you for that amazing, lovely topic. You know, what what reminds me of my childhood memories? New books. Whenever I used to get new books, I used to just literally open them and do like this. Literally, I used to do that. I used to take in, and I used to do that page by page. I'm not kidding, man. I used to spend hours doing that. I don't know what fun I drive doing this activity every time I got new courses. And I used to literally put the whole books, all that rack of books beside me. I take one book, flip it page by page. And I think that was my thing that I used to do, and that thing I still do whenever I get a new book. That's the first thing that I do. Sometimes people might call me maniac. I mean, now she's a grown-up girl, why she's acting so kiddishly. But yeah, that is one thing that I used to love doing. And yeah, I remember those times when I was so away from digital things, and we had that kind of contact with physical books. It was a pleasure. It was beautiful remembering those times when you actually read beautiful novels on a book, not on a Kindle. I mean, that was a different era and a time, and that reminds me and brings me some nostalgic memories of some good books that I've read on hardcover. And yeah, that was my scent,
Thank
that
you
I
so
love.
much. Wow, it is. I really, relate with this. No feeling can beat this feeling of reading a book, taking it in your hand. Thank you so much, Taiwa. So next we have Jatin. So yes, Jatin, can we have you on the virtual stage?
In
Yeah,
that
hi
case, then I
Sumita.
still have books with me.
Okay, Jatin. So your question is, okay, as we are celebrating the 50th session, so my question is, where do you see yourself when you are 50 years old? Oh, Jatin, it's hard to
Ah,
imagine you as a 50 years, but yeah, this is a question. Sorry. Over to you.
okay. Are you playing anchor or recruiter? Asking 5 years, 50 years plans. Okay. So, hello, Madam Recruiter and everybody else. And like, where I will see myself in 50 years. So, I do have a very like old and cliche fantasies that at some point of around like in my 40s plus or around 50s, I will be living in mountains, especially in Uttarakhand. I'm very fond of Uttarakhand and the valleys. You all have seen those valleys. Like, so I'm a guy who will be spending my entire old age in the valleys of Uttarakhand with a very small cottage, doing gardening and doing I love it. I love workout. So I can be a guy who can spend hours and hours in doing workouts, running, and so much stuff. I can't do digital things. So like I feel the kind of pain like you are forced uh, to do your digital task and all the kind of things we do these days, right? So I will be a one who will be doing workouts, growing small trees, like, and watching them growing very slowly, even waiting for that one flower to pop up and grow and rising from a bud to a complete flower, and watching those tomatoes, mangoes, and so many things. And that's it. It's very simple. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jatin. Oh my God, I was just imagining a flower, blooming. Thank you so much for taking us
Thank
into
you.
that, that atmosphere. Thank you. So the next one is Vignesh. Vignesh, can we have you on the virtual stage?
Good.
Yeah. So Vignesh, your topic is, if you are given 1 crore to stay off your phone for 1 year, would you do it?
Yeah, sure. It's a very great thing. 1 crore of amount of money without phone for 1 year. It's a great thing. I can go to many places that I love to visit. Just take a flight, book a flight ticket, and go to many countries. Visit the countries that I like, and I can go and watch all the matches of cricket tournament, be it the World Cup or any series that takes place anywhere in the world. I'll just go to that place, go to different stadiums in the country, watch all the matches. So So that's it. I mean, that would be the whole year that I would be doing. Watch all the cricket tournaments, international, domestic matches, wherever it happens, and the year would just pass away like that. I won't feel like I don't have my phone. I just won't feel that watching my favorite sports in different stadiums of different countries and watching all the players. It will be really good if I can get that amount of money and just going to the places I like, watching all the matches. It's really a big pleasure, and no one would also expect that. So that would be really a good moment for me, and it would be nice if it happens.
Thank you so much for your answer. Thank you so much, Vignesh. So the next one is Geeta ma'am. Can we have you on the stage?
Yeah, Sonia. Hi. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. So your topic is, can you name few different smells that makes you feel craving for something? And what that thing?
Sonika, can you just repeat it once?
Sure. You need to name few different smells that makes you feel craving for something. A food. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Thank you
smell of
so much.
coffee. Yeah, something.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So one particular smell is a flower similar to lotus that is found in Imphal, Manipur. I love that smell. And whenever I think of that smell, it reminds me of my childhood, how I spent and how those flowers were so common. And they were little flowers. They were similar to lotus in looks, but they were very much smaller in size and beautiful. In every house you can find, because there are ponds in Manipur. Every house has a pond, and these flowers are found there. And that's why that reminds me. Even in the temples, they offer these flowers. And another thing that reminds me of some particular dishes that my mom used to cook, that certainly reminds me of her. Whenever I make those particular dishes, that reminds me of my mother, who's no more. Last year she had expired. So I get very nostalgic. I miss my mom whenever I think of those particular dishes. And then, of course, just as it was spoken, the smell of books. The smell of books, I think everybody can link that with. Whenever you have those new books, whenever you buy, I still remember sometimes for my daughter, I used to, yeah, there was another student, being a teacher, she would give me the whole set of books for my daughter. She was 1 year senior. So whenever I would give her those books, my daughter would be a little upset. She would not say no. She would take those, but slowly. But then she told me one day, Mom, I really miss those beautiful smell of the new books. So please do buy me the new books. I don't want the. This happened once, 1 or 2 years. I continually gave her the books of that student, and then she wanted the new books. And though she decorated those books with number of pictures and tried to make it look as new as possible, but the smell, you cannot make it the same as those new books. And that's all from my side. Thank you. Over to you, Sonika.
Wow, that's really sweet to hear you. Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am, for sharing your experiences. Thank you. So now can we have Shraddha? Hello, Shraddha.
Hi, Sonika.
So your topic is, so it is related to 50th session. Okay, so it's your birthday today and you are 50 years old. So it's your 50th birthday. So what would be your birthday speech? 2 minutes. Over to you.
I'm sorry, my birthday what?
So it's your 50th birthday. So you need to give your birthday speech.
Birthday speech. Ah.
Yes.
She needs to raise a toast for her birthday since she's the Toastmaster.
Oh, wonderful. What better topic for raising a toast and being a Toastmaster, getting that opportunity to speak, and maybe for the audience getting bearing me to hear as well. But yes, if it's my 50th birthday and if I had to raise a toast, of course it would certainly be my spouse, first and foremost, for being with me throughout, through thick and thin. It would, of course, be for my children, for being the world's best teacher ever, for teaching me and for making me grow the way I am. And finally, to the Almighty for giving me, for making me come here on this planet and 50 good years to go. Hopefully, another healthy 10 to 15 years to go. And that's about it. I would like to thank everyone who's present here and probably throw a bash for Leaders or Readers Book Club as well. Join all of you as well. Invite all of you as well for the 50th birthday. And thank you, all of you, for being so kind and nice for embracing this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shraddha. Thank you so much. So now it's the time to launch a poll. So I would request our Tech Master Toastmaster Ritika to launch the poll for the best speaker who participated in this audience participation round.
Can we not have the polling? But I did the polling, but I don't know where it has gone.
Where it has gone?
I was typing all the names. I saved it.
Okay. No worries. Sonika, we can pick Chitra as one last person. So we will skip polling this time. Let's pick Chitra.
Sure.
I'm terrified.
So Chitra, so I would like you to I would ask this to you because you're fond of smells. So I would like you to tell us a particular smell that you're fond of and why.
Well, I used to like the smell of my grandmother's saris. Okay.
Wow.
And yeah. So I used to go, and even when she passed away, after she passed away, I used to miss her so much that I used to go to her closet and, just smell in the saris and her entire wardrobe. I used to miss her so much. So that is something that really makes me nostalgic. The smell has faded away, but obviously the memories still linger on. So that is something that really makes me emotional. The warmth of her embrace, that is something that I really miss. And so that is one smell that I'll never forget.
Sonika, you're on mute.
Yeah, apologies. Thank you so much, Chitra, for sharing your sweet, sweet memory. Thank you. It was really, I was enjoying that sweet memory of yours. So, okay, so can we now launch the poll? Are you able to poll now? Do I need to move forward? Ritika, can you confirm?
Yes, Sonika, can you please? No, like, we are skipping the polling this time. Sure. Can you call Arushi?
Sure. So I would like to hand over the stage again to our keynote speaker, Arushi.
Thank you, Sonika. Thank you, Sonika. So just to conclude, I'll just tell you signs which might tell you that you need a detox, digital detox. Can you go more than 20 minutes without glancing at your phone or heading to a social media platform or responding to a notification? Do you stop in the middle of a task when you get a notification? Do you set out to complete an intentional task on a device, but soon find yourself doing something completely unrelated? Do online relationships pull you away from real life relationships or contain more depth than most of your real life relationships? If the answer to any one of these or most of these is yes, then you, my dear, need a digital detox. So with that, I would now like to introduce you to the keynote speaker for the upcoming week, who is one of my favorites, Taiba Mahmood, who's already given 3 keynote speeches before, and clearly she's making a comeback with another one. Taiba is an accomplished public speaker, writer, coach, and YouTuber. She's the author of the book called Unleash Your Spark. Through her book, she explains how anyone can convert their passion into a venture through the right mindset and strategy. She dons another hat and has a YouTube channel, which is Talk with Taiba. In this, she interviews people who are passionpreneurs. Wondering what passionpreneur is? Passionpreneurs are those who convert their passion into a venture. She plans to launch her digital academy on mental wellness in the near future. Guys, do look out for that. She's passionate about reading books on psychology, entrepreneurship, and business. In her free time, she loves playing sports like badminton or traveling to nearby mountains. And she actually belongs to Uttarakhand, so she has a soft spot for the mountains. I would like all of you to welcome Taiba. Taiba, the digital stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Arushi. I think my mom needs to hear this introduction. So, thank you so much. It just burst my heart with so much gratitude. So, guys, how many of you have been wondering or have some idea or have some hobby, passion, talent that you would like to convert into a side hustle or a small venture or maybe a full time thing? Type in the comment box yes if you have that idea. Type in the what do you say, chat box yes. uh okay, I see a lot of yeses. So if you have any idea that how you can become a passionpreneur, my book is a glimpse. It's an overview of how you can get started on that journey. And trust me, guys, it is not as easy, but it is not as difficult as it seems. You just need the right digital tools, the right systems, and the right things that can help you get started. And even more important than anything else, you require the right mindset. Because success is 80% psychology and 20% your skills or strategies, whatever you apply, whatever you do. So, in my session, I'm going to give you a glimpse about my book, and I'm going to do two giveaways. The first is my book that you would get for free. And the second giveaway would be a free course that would be by India's most digitally accomplished coach about how you could become a digital coach. So watch out for my session if you want to know how you could become the next digital coach and be your own boss. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Taiva. You have intrigued everyone, and I'm sure they all are going to come next week. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank Arushi Kapoor for being the keynote speaker and for, fill this session with lots of insights. I would like to thank Abu Shada for taking up the timer's role at 11th hour. I would like to thank Jatin. I would like to thank Ritika. And I would like to thank all of you for attending the session. Today, as we have the 50th session, and I took one name in the start, that is Rahul Sharma. He is the area director of area P3, and he is among with us. And before introducing, inviting him on this virtual stage, I would like to announce that on this 50th session, I would request and to extend this session only to 5 minutes, and I would like to start the open house discussion in which each one or who will write their name in the chat will be given 50 seconds to speak about their experience in Leaders Are Readers group. As it is 50th session, so I will be giving you 50 seconds. So first, I would like to start this with one of the founders of Leaders Are Leaders book club, Rahul Sharma. Rahul Sharma, could you please unmute yourself and say a few words about this club?
Thank you, Sonika. Thank you, Abu. Thank you so much. It's good to see this club is going great and so many leaders finally are there and readers are there. And it's been almost a year this club was found and formed, and with so much love and passion. And I wish it will keep helping more and more people. And let's keep shooting high and do our good best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahul. So next, who want to express themselves on this 50th is Somit Sharma.
Yeah, hi everybody. So as everybody knows, I have come here only because of Simon Sinek, as I was live on that day when Simon Sinek has actually answered the South Delhi Toastmasters questions. So from there, I started following Instagram page, and then from there to I attended one session, and from that one session to I was added to the WhatsApp group, and from then it has become my like routine to Tuesday evening. It's South Delhi Toastmasters, and I ask my friends not to call it this hours 8 to 9, and I tell my parents to don't disturb me. So most of the time I try to attend these calls, and these are very, very helpful for me. And as the name suggests, leaders are readers. I'm a very avid reader. So soon one day I want to become a leader, and I hope try to continue this. And I wish all the best to all the leaders or readers, book club members who are hosting and organizing. I wish them to celebrate at least 500 of their meetings in coming in near future. So all the best, guys. Please keep rocking. And that's it from my side.
Thank you so much for your sweet words, Somit. Now I would like to call Vignesh.
Hello everyone, Vignesh here from Chennai, and it has been a great pleasure to have been a part of this Leaders of Readers Book Club. And from the first meeting that I attended, it was good. I mean, reading books is one of my hobbies, and to be a part of the people who have the same hobbies and suggesting interesting books, giving wonderful book reviews. It's been really nice to learn a lot from amazing speakers that have spoken, and getting to know about the books that we haven't read or that has been coming up in the market. And also nice to see about the authors who have wrote so many books and their experiences. It's been really nice to know the experiences of the authors that have written the books in this club. And also it was nice, interesting for me that I could give one day my keynote session on Dhoni, and it was a very nice day to won't forget. And
Thank you so much, Vignesh. Yeah, thank you. So now let's move to Taiba.
Yeah, so I think I dreamt when I saw this session for the first time, I had this curiosity that I want to come on this show. It was like uh, Ellen show for me. I don't know. I felt that way. I felt it to be very prestigious, eclectic kind of place. I was like, I want to be a keynote speaker here, and I've come here try. It would be, I think, I've come here twice, and this would be the third time. And every time I come here, my heart burst with joy and gratitude because I get to connect with some of the most phenomenal, intellectual, and amazing people. So it's a great crowd and great place to be. Keep rocking like that, and more power to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taiba. Now, Shraddha. Okay, I guess Shraddha is here. Shraddha is not here. So let me call Geeta ma'am.
Yeah, hello. I can only say that it's one of the best clubs. I've attended a number of clubs, but I cannot tell you how much I enjoy in this club. It's really amazing, amazing to see this. And I know this club is going to become #1 club, not only in Delhi, in India. I'm sure about that. And I really pray. It's going to be #1 club. And it's amazing, amazing. It's difficult to miss even a single session, no matter what happens. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am, for your kind words. Thank you so much. Now it's Amelia. Okay, Amelia got a call. Shefali. Is she here?
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah. Yes. So as I also said, stated in my video, I really like attending all the sessions of the club, and it is a pleasure to hear so many different speakers giving their views on different topics, telling about books. I get to know so much about the different books that I can read. I've read, in fact, read so many books that were suggested by the speakers, and the activities that take place, they actually get that fear out of you about the fear about public speaking, and you get an opportunity to interact with other readers and other writers who are there on this platform. So for me, it has been an amazing experience. And as I said, I am here to stay. I'm going to attend more and more sessions, participate in the activities. It's always fun to participate and then see and then wait for the winner to be announced. So it keeps you engaged and gives you the enthusiasm to keep increasing your creativity. And surely I am going to keep participating and everybody here is very supportive. It is everybody here, you can just get in touch with anybody, and they are there to help. The entire team of the club is very supportive. So yes, it's the best place to be in for any reader or writer, and I wish you all the best for all the future
Thank you.
endeavors that are coming up.
Thank you so much, Shifali, for expressing your heart out. Now let me call Amelia. Amelia, you're still on call. I guess she is. So I would like Abu, to take over. Yes, Abu. It's 9-6. Yeah, I'll reduce your seconds.
I'm also.
Thank you so much. So, as part of our coordinating, I'm really thankful to, Param. I still remember it was February 2020, and Param had told me that Abu, you are only restricted to South Delhi. I had never realized. So this was a very candid feedback that I had received. And going out of South Delhi was, वो कहते हैं ना कुआं का मेढक. For me, everything was South Delhi. I've been with South Delhi for 5 years. I never thought about going out. And then there comes a fear that, talking to people whom you don't know, what will they think? Will they come? Will they, the most difficult thing today is to get a meeting conducted. But वो कहते हैं ना जैसी नियत होती है वैसी बरकत होती है. The niyat is only there to ensure that, people come and they learn. And when you have honest intention, you have some best of the people coming up. You can bank on people whom you have never spoken. Chitra, I spoke to her once and she was there. No, it's amazing. Arushi, we spoke in the month of January for today's session and she showed up. She's back from a Vipassana. Isn't that an amazing thing? This is as if the universe is plotting for you when you want something good to happen. So let's continue with that full-heartedly. One of the things that we always want to do is be crazy, because if you are crazy, you are normal. And if you are normal, then you are growing. Let's get a lot of things on the table. There's nothing called absolute right. There's nothing called absolute wrong. And we don't believe in it. We want to learn something new, and how lovely, amazing people we are. Over to you, Sonika.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Jatin wanted to say something. Jatin, 30 seconds, please.
I won't take that much time. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you. It's 50th session of ours, and I will talk about the impacts Leaders and Readers Club and South Delhi having an impact on people's life. So all of you might agree that whatever you become, your surroundings have a huge impact on your life. Either you go down, or either you become successful or get inspired from the people around you and can do much better. And you must have thought about, like, whatever you are consuming, your brain react that way. So that 1 hour, we met from Taiba to Amelia, Abu, Shweta, Maheshwari. I met to all of you, and whatever you are saying, I am consuming that knowledge, and that's how my thought works. And that even from my negative energy, I think about all of these things, and then introspect all of these things. And if I'm going to do wrong things, I then take, no, dude, it's wrong. You are doing wrong. You are wasting your time. You should do something productive, right? That's very small thing. Even from listening to others, how that club is making an impact on my life. And I will, and I think you all must agree that's how that club is making a huge impact on your life. So congratulations and thank you so much. I'm part of South Delhi and Readers and Leaders Club. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jatin. I'm really grateful to be the anchor today, thanks to Abu. And I'm really grateful that I got the chance, to coordinate these meetings. Thank you so much. Now, it's almost 9:10. It's going to be 9:10 in few seconds, and I decided to be 9:05. So, from 9:05 to 9:10, it shows that what I think the love you have for Readers or Leaders Club, it is actually double. It is more than that I think, and that we all think. It is really, really, huge. So I'm really glad. So quickly, I would like everyone to come on camera so that we can take a memorable picture today. Someone played song. Yay, please come on the camera. There is no signature pose. It's all dancing.
मुझे मेरे घर से उठा
Everybody, please switch on your cameras.
हाँ छुपा छुपा दे घर से उठा ले कहीं छुपा छुपा दे छूटे सारे ब्रोस की अब तो बेबी रोज की नीड तेरी डोज की पड़ी मुझको बॉडी कॉन ड्रेस ममा आंखें करे ब्लेस ममा ट्रिप ग्लूकोस की चढ़ी मुझको पकड़ो तेरी भैया करे छैया बनूं तेरा सैया let me be your hot lover.
Oh, why it got stopped. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us. So see you next week. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye, everybody. Lovely having you here, and good night. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. It was lovely
Bye. Good
connecting to you all.
night. Thank you. Bye-bye.